lost the first half. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne.
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
I love it, baby.
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins. By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello, win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now.
McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Thursday, July 24th. Good to be back here with you guys as we trudge on football seasons. And I'm excited for it, Landon.
Okay, you are?
No, but I do. I just want to. I want to take notes for keep track of people who responded like this guy, because October, early November, they'll have the complaints ready to go. They'll have them fired up.
Dude, you're going to get fired up. I don't know why you're acting like you're not. You are.
Again, I'm excited about football season.
Yeah.
Tennessee football, I'm very apathetic about right now. And was I just ahead of the curve? I mean, come on.
No, don't say you're right. You're not right. No. We're excited for football season. This is
you're excited. Okay, you're excited for football season.
Correct.
Now, rate it for football season, for college football, for NFL Sundays. Rate your excitement 1 to 10. Let's make it easier. 1 to 5.
For just, what do you mean?
For football season, what is your excitement? Not for Tennessee football. For
Miss
all
Davis, I give
season.
it a 10. A 10.
Tennessee football. What is your excitement rating?
You see this right here? You see this at? What's
You're
this
really setting yourself up for failure if you're doing that.
Yeah, we set ourselves up for failure every time we play a football game. It's okay.
That's why I'm sad. I don't want to feel that way anymore.
I mean, we do it every year. It's just like, that's what we do.
Listen, if I wasn't having to take out loans and, Landon, I'm checking in I'm selling plasma. I'm going to any sperm bank that'll accept me to buy Danny White's ticket prices. I mean, the man is just, golly, dude, I might as well just have him direct deposit my check into his account. That hurts it. If we're just being honest, that doesn't. I think if it's going to be really interesting if this, and I don't think the season will be like that level of disappointment, but it is going to be very interesting what happens with season ticket holders if it is. And I know what everyone's response is about to be. Well, the wait list, blah, blah, blah. Why did that wait list not exist before? You think these people are waitlisting for Danny White? No, it's for winning football. I got phone calls throughout the summer when we sucked, making sure I was re-upping. You know how many times I've gotten those phone calls since 2022? I haven't got a single phone call from the ticket office about my football tickets since 2022 because they don't care right now.
Well, yes. Somebody's taking your spot.
Right, but you start losing, no one's taking them.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just drawing what has led to this apathy because I don't think we're going to be exceptional. And there's a lot of, and we're going to talk about it in the position rankings, I know, but there's a lot of things that could go well for Tennessee and could result in a really good season. Don't mishear me. I think it's possible. I also think it's really possible that the ceiling is
the roof
is really low. And no, I don't believe that to be the case. I think probably since Heupel's first year for sure. This is the widest. Well, he didn't really have a high ceiling that first year. This is probably the widest gap between basement and ceiling in Heupel's era.
The biggest. What do you mean?
Like I think there's a lot of room down low where they can.
Oh
fail.
yeah,
but I also think there is a lot of room up top. Like so, 2021 the ceiling was low, but the floor was low, so like it wasn't a huge gap. Like you kind of knew. 2022 the ceiling got raised, but the floor followed it. 2023, slightly everything was a little bit smaller, but the floor wasn't super low. Same for 2024. Now you're here in 2025, and thankfully the schedule helps the floor not be so low, but it also allows the ceiling to be maybe a little bit higher than it should be. So I think there's just a huge gap between what could happen this year.
Yeah, well, I think that's the majority of the SEC, right? I mean, they released the rankings 1 through 16, and I think 4 through probably 11 is you could flip flop every single one of those teams. Like, there's just so many question marks. I think at the quarterback position with so many teams, and I don't know if that's just due to like last year was a decent quarterback class or the transfer portal or what it is. There's just so many unknowns with all these teams where, like you said, there is those teams could be in a playoff contention. Those teams could maybe be in the Music City Bowl. I mean, it's like you said, it is a wide gap, but I think that is conference wide as well.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. I'm glad you brought up the preseason rankings, Landon, because again, the people that were upset with the way I opened the show last time, they're going to be probably more pissed off than me, but at the end of the year if we finish behind Vanderbilt and Kentucky.
I mean, that would be bad.
It would be absolutely awful.
I think
and they wouldn't give me my flowers. No one would say you were right to be apathetic about the season. No one would. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I don't believe that can happen, or I don't believe that will happen. Can it happen? I believe it can. And I think a lot of people have not accepted that fact yet. And just be in for it. That's all. Because I think this team has a lot of questions to answer. This coaching staff has a lot of questions to answer this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you got to hope for the best, and you just got to see what happens. We'll see. I mean, there's nothing we can really do about it now. We just got to get to the season and take it game by game. I guess you always keep that big orange cup on because you never know what can happen. But I mean, just like right now, this situation we're about to talk about is insane to me.
Right. And sorry, Kentucky had 0 points in that. I apologize. And they are going to be bad this year. If Tennessee loses to Kentucky, every bit of orange this year, every bit of orange might go to the Carm and let them sell it for Danny White prices.
Yeah, the Carm's up in their prices.
Dude, Danny White's in charge over there. He's the CEO now.
I saw this thing. It was like a picture of who was it? Maybe it was Johnny Majors or something like that. I was like, oh, that's cool. And my grandmother sent it to me, and she was like, hey, would you want this? I was like, how much is it? $50. $50? Yeah, Carm.
Was it signed at least?
I don't think so. No, it's just a picture.
Which is still a lot for Carm. But yeah.
What are we doing? I mean, are we even trying to get money for Knox Area Rescue Ministries? Yeah, I don't know.
They are trying to get money for him, Landon. That's
too much. I mean, so much that I'm not spending money there. So, yeah. All right, let's talk about this situation. Before we do, guys, go check out our good friends at VIP Play. They are the best sports betting app in the game right now. They have the open sweepstakes that they give away a $25 or $250 gift card. Right now, they got a ton of profit boost. You can bet in football season already. Go ahead and get your bets in while the lines are I don't know if they're tied or anything like that. It's just the lines are out, so you might as well just go ahead and do it. That way, when if you do end up losing, it's not like you're really losing money if you go ahead and do it now. So go check out VIP Play. Use promo code MORETN. Again, that's MORETN, $5. Get $100 in bonus bets. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-889-9789. You must be 21 and over and located in Tennessee to bet.
Can we get a check, Joey or Dylan or whoever's tuned in right now? Can we get a check on Tennessee's over/under win total?
It's 8.5.
It's 8.5. Okay, I think this is a good thing for me and you to discuss. Where do you see Tennessee falling at that 8.5? What would you take? I'm not saying you are going to bet it on, or you should, but what would you take?
Honestly, I think I'm an emotional hedge guy, though, so I kind of cheat. I think I go under because I think Tennessee at 8-4, like it makes sense because you got to win. You got to win all the games you should to get to 9-3, or
but a bowl game, they could win a bowl game and get to 9. So
this would just be regular season is 8.5.
Oh, is it regular season? I thought it was just win total. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think 8-4 is likely because Josh Heupel has lost a game that he shouldn't every single year. And then you haven't beat Florida since what is that, 03?
04.
04.
Or wait, yeah, in the swamp. Sorry. No, was it 03? It wasn't 01, was it?
It was one of those years. 01, 03 is one of those two.
It might have been 03.
You haven't beat Alabama at Alabama since probably the same year, 03.
Not winning 07 there.
Did we? Okay. It's been a long time.
No. Sorry, that was Saban's first year. I think was 07. So it would have been before that.
Okay.
I think wasn't his first year there.
Yeah, I think it's 03. And you haven't beat Georgia at home since 2016?
2016, the Hail Mary.
Or at home?
Oh, at home, sorry. Since 2015, I believe would have been the last time.
Yeah.
Which was it didn't end in a Hail Mary, but by the way, just an all-time crazy game.
Yeah. So, I mean, like
one in Tuscaloosa, 03.
Yeah. So, I mean, ton of streaks this year, and then you put that together with the game that Tennessee just hasn't been able to finish, and it's usually been on the road. I just think that's probably the best bet is under 8.5. I don't like saying it, but I mean it's reality. I think.
I think it's under, and I think it could be it. I mean, I think 8-4. I'm not going to call it the floor because I think there's room. I think 7-5 is probably the floor. That's not. I'm not saying like that's a good floor. It's not, but I think that's probably the floor. I do see Tennessee winning at least 8 games, but again, if I was betting on it, I don't think I could take them winning 9 games. Because the schedule is friendly, but history tells us Tennessee will struggle because of the things you listed off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but the thing about Tennessee that's interesting to me is, like Joey Aguilar has to hit.
That's another thing is that's what I was saying. Like a lot of questions that are unanswered so far. There's a lot of things that are unknowns that because you say Joey Aguilar has to hit. Like I think he just has to be a percentage better than Nico, especially in the deep ball. Like there are other parts of the game. He still needs to protect the football. Still needs to use his legs. But like if he hits on the deep ball better than Nico, like think about what we would have hit on in 2024, and you win games and you score points in the first half. And so, like, there's a lot of unanswered questions that I think could put Tennessee at 9 wins.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he has to hit for Tennessee to be in a college football playoff contention, probably. But Tennessee won a ton of games last year where the offense couldn't score but 20 points.
Right.
So, I mean, I think you can leave heavily on your defense and still win 8 games.
Sure.
because the schedule sets you up that way. Now, can you avoid the bad loss? Can you win one that you haven't won in a long time? I think that's where you get into that over and maybe in a playoff contention.
A lot of hope. I like it. Hope's a good thing. Hang on to that. You don't ever want to lose hope.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, that might be
Well,
it.
I don't think you're dumb, but I was gonna ask. You kind of
I have a short memory.
well. You believe we're probably at an 8-4 season. Monty believes we're at 8-4. Aaron's got us at 9-3 and 10-2. Aaron's got hope. I love it. Hope. But you believe it.
Aaron's hammering the over.
I love it. You believe 8-4.
Or
is that just your money? Your money says 8-4.
Yeah, money says 8-4. I'm gonna say 9-3.
Okay.
I think Joey Aguilar is a little bit better than I think he's gonna be. That might be just hope or whatever. But I think
that is hope.
I think the defense is gonna be right where they were last year. Maybe not as good, but I think you hit on more big plays. You don't go on the first half scoring droughts, and you find yourself at 9-3. Now, what those wins look like, who knows? I mean, I think they win one of the big ones, and I think if you're sitting here 8 and let's go 9-3, and the 3 losses are to Florida, Alabama, and Georgia, it doesn't seem like a super successful season. And maybe that's just being crazy. But
I think if Tennessee goes 9-3, I think those will be the 3 losses.
Yeah, I think so too. But that just doesn't feel like it doesn't move the needle for me. Thinking like, oh, 9-3 sounds pretty good, but
and it depends on how
those 3. That kind of hurts, I guess.
And those losses are gonna sting whether they come by 1 point or 20 points. Don't get me wrong. But as far as like how I feel about the season, it'll certainly depend on how those losses occurred in the sense of, did Tennessee fight or did they get knocked down and never get back up?
Did they blow it at the end, or
did they? Yeah, was it a missed opportunity that someone made a better play than you, or was it
did the quarterback run out of bounds?
Yeah. Like there's a lot of things around. Like I'm gonna be sad about that 9-3 if that's how it occurred. But like going into the season as a whole, when I step back, it'll depend on how those occurred when I look at it. If we go 9-3 and we have good, we'll call them good losses for lack of a better term at this moment. I will feel dumb for not being excited. Like I'll feel duped. I was lied to by the media. This media is just trying to steer us in a bad direction. I can't keep up with the news. Which is going to go into our first topic if we ever get to it. But yeah, I because I'm sick of being excited for average to mediocre seasons. I've been doing it a long, long time.
Yeah.
So I think we're going 8-4. My money says that, or we're not gonna win over 8.5 games. My money says that. My heart says that. And yeah, I'll be at the tailgates. I'll be at the games, but
given where Tennessee's at,
and I'll be cheering my voice will be gone on Sundays. My hands will hurt on Sundays. My head will probably hurt on Sundays because I'm a fan and I love the Vols. Like I will give my all. Like that's just who I am.
Clip that, Joey.
Wait, like a negative?
No, I'm just saying clip that to like post it next to the one you said last week.
Well, I mean, clip the whole thing because I've been doing this since Tennessee's been on this losing streak to Florida now.
I know. I was just saying to the people who commented who think you're negative, I think they need to see that clip too.
I think they do. I mean, listen, I'll put my Vol fandom up against anyone's. I mean, I said it to you. I was like, until they go to freaking Walmart Arena and watch us lose to Arkansas, they don't get to talk to me.
Yeah.
Until they've been to Fifth and Third Stadium and watched us lose to Vanderbilt, they don't get to talk to me.
Yeah.
Like the money I've spent traveling, the money I've spent on season tickets. And like, if you show me and you're above, matched or above, you don't get to decide if my excitement warrants a good fan or not.
Yeah. I think you're a good fan. I've seen you in action.
I'm a great fan.
All right, let's get to this news. Let's just address it. Let's give our thoughts. I mean, it's just crazy that what is today?
Well, okay,
Today is July 24th.
Yeah, but I want you to start from whatever you decide the beginning is, because I also don't know exactly what's been confirmed, because there's a lot of just there's reviews out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of rumors going around, and
loop me and everyone in. Pretend I know nothing about this situation.
So I think the big rumor that was some gang-related stuff in Chattanooga, I don't know if that's true at all.
So you started there, which is interesting. Where was that posted? Like, where did that form? Where did that start?
I don't know. That was going around on message boards. That was going around on Twitter. Apparently, his mom on Facebook, there was some stuff going on. I don't really know where it started, but it kind of like formed, and then it just kind of took off from there.
So you talked about the mom. The reason I asked where it started, you talked about mom's post on Facebook. And another reason I'm just very confused about all this. So obviously we start seeing the rumors spill out about him not being in contact with coaches or players, him not being around. Like, those rumors start to come out. Then I see someone screenshot the mom's post on Facebook that, like, my son's not gangbanging, whatever. And then you go into this whole thing, and someone shared that, and I saw that Twitter thread. Well, then I tried to go back and see that rumor, and I couldn't find it anywhere. From everything I could find in a search, the gang-related stuff was started by, and I'm not saying this is true, this is just what I could find trying to backtrack all of the information. It seems that the gang-related stuff started with his mom, who came out and denied gang-related stuff. I don't understand what is happening.
Yeah,
I'm shocked that's the beginning of the story, because, again, I just could not figure out what that was.
Yeah, I think that's what people heard first, because he wasn't showing up.
Okay.
And then there was this him being late, and like him just not being a good teammate, whatever it was. And then apparently he's in California with an agent that's not his agent, but wants to be his agent. And it's Ace Bailey's agent. And apparently he's been a nightmare to work with anybody. Apparently he was shopping him around. The moral of the story, apparently he was in California. I don't really know what to think about that.
Just dancing in California. Yeah, living in the suburbs.
He's probably made a lot of money. If he wants to go to California, whatever. I just think that he has missed some functions, missed some workouts. He was confronted by the leadership council or whoever that is, Miles Kitzelman, Aaron Carter, Bryson Easton. That's probably three of them that's on that. And I think there is a path for Boo Carter being on this team and playing this year. I think the main thing is it's up to Boo Carter. Like, is he willing to put in the work? Is he willing to buy in? Because, we're sitting here, I was saying, it's July 24th, and we're talking about this. We play in a month.
Yeah.
So, and you're starting punt returner, a guy who could play offense. You're starting
a guy who wants to be on the field 24/7.
Yeah, a guy that you addressed in the offseason to pay more money. We already kind of went down this road of keeping him happy. So, it's up to Boo Carter. If he wants to move on somewhere, I think Tennessee is A-okay with cutting ties if he's not willing to put in the work.
Mm. And I think
Boo Carter, let's learn from Nico a little bit. missing stuff usually ends up you're leaving, and it's probably not the place that you ultimately wanted to leave for. Because he can't go to the SEC, so he could walk on somewhere. But I mean, is he willing to be a walk on? I don't know. I mean, this whole situation is crazy, but it's up to Boo. Again, I think there was a path for him being here. I just think with him missing stuff, we've kind of seen how that works. And I mean, I just don't know. Like we just won't know probably until he shows up to the next function. I think they're off this weekend. I think there's a meeting on Sunday, so we'll see if he ends up. I mean, if he wants to go to Colorado, really? I mean, we're going to lose two of our best players to two terrible teams like that.
That's the what can you do for me era? Like that's just what it is.
I mean, I would.
It's not about if
they went to Ohio State, it would at least kind of make sense a little bit. But them going to worse programs, just
Hear that, Trey?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's bad. And listen, I can see the attraction to Colorado after the Travis Hunter stuff. Like you want to be that type of player, but there's a way to do it the right way too, and that was in the transfer portal this offseason. I feel like you made a decision and like stick it out for a season, transfer then. Like I don't, it's all a mess, and I mean, it's. I guess the best way to address it is, as Aaron Miller asked, are we okay with him missing voluntary team activities? I think we should all be worried about if he is present the 30th, and he goes into, he's seen pretty much everything that we've seen in terms of it makes no sense. Let me get into a little coach speak for a second, because if you have played sports, if you've coached sports, there's a period where workouts, practice, whatever you want to call it, isn't quote unquote mandatory. They are mandatory for success. They are it is about building a team. It is about bettering yourself, and it's about accountability. You may be somewhere working on your own, getting better on your own, but your teammates don't see it. You don't have anyone holding you accountable. And that's what those voluntary team activities are, whatever they may be, is about the aspects that go into making a great team. Everyone can show up when they have to. It's who's showing up when you want to. And can you be accountable to your teammates? And from everything like Adam Sparks is reporting, that there was a confrontation when that got heated while he was being confronted about missing. Like that's kind of like if you can't be held accountable by your leaders, like you're not going to be a part of a team, because everyone's accountable to someone. And if you're not going to allow yourself to be held accountable, then you're just not going to be a good teammate. And again, that's like I know it's not. I'm not trying to say Boo Carter can't be held accountable. Boo Carter can't. I'm not saying that, because I don't know if this is true. I'm just saying if those things are true about anyone, Boo Carter or anyone else, then that's just how the situation is going to unfold, and he's not going to be at Tennessee, because Tennessee's already said if you're not going to be accountable for yourself, if you're not going to be a good teammate, you're not going to be here.
Yeah. Also, you committed to this program. You obviously have some trust with your coaches. If you're feeling some type of way, you should have the trust to go to them and be like, hey, I'm kind of dealing with some stuff. And maybe that's just me getting older and realizing I can go to people for help. But man, we don't have to rely on an agent or an uncle or a dad or anything like that. Yeah, you can get their advice, but I would advise some of those players getting some coaching advice, because they know the landscape of college football a lot more than your family does. And an agent for that matter. I mean, they are an agent. At the end of the day, their job is to make the most amount of money possible.
Yep.
Your coaches are there to win football games. So, I mean, I don't know. I would go for coaching advice over an agent if I'm looking for something else. But also, you started last year and you got a new deal with the NIL. I mean, it just stinks that, again, it's July 24th and we're having to deal with this distraction.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the interesting part about this one too, where it is different from the Nico situation is when everything unfolded how it did, it seemed maybe Tennessee didn't play ball with Nico and his representatives. Like they just put it off, never addressed it. That's what the rumors said. Well, we know for a fact that Tennessee played ball with Boo Carter and his representatives. He got a better NIL deal. He was thinking about entering the transfer portal. He wanted to play both sides of the football. And there was a compromise, whatever that one may be, I don't know, but there was a compromise met. And they played ball. So then to say in July, late July, I'm gonna renege on that deal and we're gonna come back to the table like that. You're not operating in good faith. And it's not like if you do this at the next level, you better be really good, or they're not going to deal with you.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And it sucks that I kind of have this feeling, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. This kid went to 3 high schools.
I mean, listen, I don't know how everything led up to him transferring. I don't really care. I said it when he signed. I was like, let's get him to campus before we assume he's a ball, and then let's. I knew it's not just him either. I'm not like it's a lot of people in this era. It's year to year. I mean, week to week almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even if there's not a portal, you have to worry about them leaving.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's the more reps on offense. I mean, if he was balling out on offense, you think Josh Heupel, after last year, would be happy to get him involved in the offense if that means winning more football games? But if he's not even showing up to things, how do you expect to get more reps on offense?
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, those activities are voluntary, but those that are volunteering to be there are getting reps and they're gaining trust and they're getting the eyes of the coaches. And again, you see it at every level. There are guys good enough to forego that, but you better be really good because it doesn't happen with everyone.
Yeah,
and I think too, like if I'm Boo Carter, I've seen Josh Heupel's offense and how it operates. He trusts guys and he goes to those guys. If I want to be on the offense side of football with Josh Heupel, I'm going to do everything in my power to gain his trust.
Yeah, 100%. And going to California is not gaining anybody's trust.
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't, again, I think there is a chance Boo Carter is here. I just, something needs to switch. Otherwise, he's not going to be here. And that would be a huge loss for Tennessee. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, get rid of him. If he's not willing to put in the work, I'm done with the distraction, whatever. But if he's not showing up, then it's not worth Tennessee's time to cater to it and bow down to it because that's just not how this works. It's too complex. It's not like high school where you have guys that don't show up to school and then show up on Friday and then they play every single snap of a football game. That's not how it works here in college. So it would be a huge loss. I think it makes, if he is gone, I mean, that makes the Colton Hood edition even bigger because you would be kind of lost. It also makes Jermod McCoy's health a lot bigger deal because then you need Colton Hood probably to play nickel, or a Caleb Beasley. Like those 3 guys are going to be highlighted heavily if Boo Carter is gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just get right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to also backtrack all this gang stuff. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't know. I mean, Boo Carter's a really good player. I mean, probably he could be, if there was a person on this team and be like, okay, like who could be a Heisman Trophy winner currently on Tennessee's roster? Top of the list is Boo Carter. Like, it would be a huge loss for Tennessee. I just would hate to see another Heisman candidate miss out because they have to go to Colorado. And I know Travis Hunter won a Heisman Trophy, but let's not act like that was who was watching those games. All we saw was highlights. I didn't watch any of those games.
No.
A lot of losses.
Lord. What a fun day to be fun week to be a Tennessee fan.
Yeah, and if you want to go to Colorado, you don't care about winning. It's that simple. You don't. No.
So. I also love that it's been reported that it's not about money. Then what is it about?
Oh, about I thought you meant the Nico stuff today.
No. Oh, wait, Nico stuff today.
Yeah, at Big Ten Media Days, he was asked about the situation. He's like, would you like to address like any of the rumors that were going on? He was basically like, it wasn't about money. It was about family. Yeah, your family wanting more money. That's exactly what it was.
Didn't his entire family live in Knoxville?
I don't know. He said, I want to go back home. And, I mean, that's how he has to spin it. But if he were to go back and be like, all right, would you rather play for Tennessee and UCLA? I mean, he could have went to UCLA the first time. He chose to go all the way across the country to Tennessee because UCLA wasn't worth a shit.
Well, I'm glad he's back close to family. I agree. I want to be close to family too.
Yeah, wasn't it reported that he wanted $4 million? It wasn't about money, though.
Yeah.
Him transferring to UCLA probably wasn't about money, but him leaving Tennessee was obviously about money.
Yeah, this is...
Yeah. I mean, that's insane to even address it. And I just keep thinking about Deshaun Foster the last Big Ten Media Day. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
His press conference?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, so we're in LA, and it's us and USC, and we're excited. Any questions?
Straight to the point.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, does he know he's at UCLA?
Well, clearly, I mean, he knows he's in LA at least.
Yeah. I'm glad UCLA has LA in their name, or he would be screwed.
We're in California.
Yeah.
Right again. He'd be great at UCLA specific trivia. Well, maybe not UCLA. Just geography about the school he coaches at. He'd do phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, I literally am so exhausted thinking about the Luke Garbage situation. I'm just like, oh, that mentally is.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. We've been through this recently.
But I mean, right now he's still on the roster. So, I mean, I don't want to bash the kid because I don't really know the situation.
That's another, we just don't really know right now what's going
Yeah.
on. We can try to connect as many dots as we want. We can listen to rumors.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna believe everything that's out there.
Sure. The gang stuff.
Yeah, that again, I still cannot find a good place that started. The first post so far is his mom, which maybe she was just like Eli Drinkowitz in it, just getting out ahead of stuff. I'm not going to talk about the Epstein list. We didn't know you needed to, but
Yeah.
good to know.
Thank
you. So she's like, hey, he's not in the game, which is good to know. I mean, I don't know if it needed to be addressed. Maybe it did, but I don't think so. But, I mean, good information. That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I want to, Landon, I do want to go ahead and point out, I'm not in a game. Nor am I on the next team list.
Okay. Noted. Neither am I.
Thank you. I was getting a little worried there.
Aaron Miller said, "What's crazy to me, if nothing is going on, why wouldn't coaches come out and say it's all rumors?"
You can't address every rumor. Like, it's that simple.
Yeah. I mean, that's all his press conference is going to be, is him addressing rumors.
He will address it, but maybe potentially by not addressing it on Wednesday.
Yeah, it'll be his
He'll speak on it.
Yeah, his next press conference is Wednesday. He'll get asked about it, I'm sure. And then, I mean, in some way, he won't answer the question.
If he came out and addressed every single rumor, I mean, he would he'd permanently live behind a podium.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it'd be a bad idea to have a specific media relations person who, could address things like this. But the problem is like, let's say this one was not true at all, and they were able to come out and be like, hey, like, let's not talk about this kid. Like, we don't need it. But then later on down the line, there was someone who was negotiating, like, or maybe it's a situation where like they feel like they need to leave and be somewhere else for legitimate reasons, and then they can't address it. Then that puts that player, potentially the program, in just a really bad position. You just can't address every rumor, unfortunately, whether it's true or not.
I just laugh at the thought of having a media relations person just going up there and like addressing a rumor that that wasn't a rumor. It was just like, yeah, like there's a rumor going around that this guy did have sexual relations with this woman. And everybody's like, I didn't know that was a rumor, but now we do.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point too. Yeah.
That would be awesome. Actually, I'm all for it. I think that would be hilarious.
Yeah, I want to know about every rumor that's ever been heard.
All right. Let's rank some positions real quick. I think we addressed that as well as we could and we kind of answered it like Josh Heupel. We don't know. There's some stuff. Here's the rumor. We have no clue what's going to happen.
Can I give you my best guess as to what Josh Heupel's answer will be?
How about you give me your best guess of if Boo Carter is going to play at Tennessee this year?
1 to 10?
Yeah.
I think we're like right now, I think I'm at a 5.
Okay.
Because I just don't know anything. But like, again, I could see him transfer. He tried to. I'm shocked he didn't originally when he entered the portal or thought about entering the portal.
Yeah.
So I'm at a 5, not because I think these rumors are necessarily true, but a combination of everything.
Yeah, like I want to be at like a 7 that he plays at Tennessee. I think I'm at a 6 just because of I don't know if it's too far gone. Like I don't know like how heated that argument was. Has he burned too many bridges that he's not welcome back? I don't know.
Did the argument happen?
Yeah. So I haven't tweeted this out, but I'm thinking about it, so I might tweet it. And I should have done it when Nico left, but we kind of all knew Nico wasn't going to last here. The first day he was on campus, he stepped on the tee in the locker room.
I didn't know he did that.
And had to do push-ups, yeah.
Well, at least he did his push-ups. I know some people who wouldn't. But I do think Josh Heupel, I think the question, Coach, a lot of reports about Boo Carter not participating in team activities. He's not on campus. Is Boo Carter transferring? Is he going to play? Is he going to practice? Boo's got a lot of he's got a lot of decisions to make for himself right now. We're going to support him. We're going to do what we can. We want Boo Carter to be a part of this football team, but he has a lot of decisions to make on his end.
Yeah.
Unless it's already been decided by that point. If we don't really know anything yet, that's going to be his answer.
Yeah.
He's going to put the ball in Boo's court.
Yeah. And I think that's probably for real. Like that, I think that's truth.
Potentially. Unless, and I don't think it has happened yet, unless Tennessee decides to walk away from it. like
Right.
the Nico situation.
Yeah. I think they are giving him an opportunity to make amends and get right. And if he's not willing to do that, yeah, he's gone. So I did have a tweet. I don't think a lot of people got it. I tweeted at Pete Nakos and said, "This is all your fault." Everybody's like, "What did he do?" I'm like, never mind.
You should have like copy pasted the knit tweet.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
You call him a bum? Is that what it was?
He called him.
You call him a bitch.
Bitch Nakos. Yeah.
Good Lord.
All right, let's rank these position groups real quick. You want to start at the bottom? I have 8. Do you have more than 8? I didn't do special teams.
I have 8 with special teams.
Okay.
Which I've got our specialists. And we can start at the bottom, but I didn't really rank them. I just want to say number 1 position group.
Okay, and Boo Carter is on the roster. We're going.
I just really did kickers. Shout out to kickers.
I'm talking about like DBs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the specialists, real quick, we got some thoroughbreds this year.
Okay.
We got the kid, Max Gilbert. He's still hot. He's on a streak. I don't know if he's still on a streak. We're gonna say it and just like manifest it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, babyface killer, Max Gilbert, and then you gotta love Kirbyville. Kirbyville kicking off, puts it to the end zone. Like, what more do you want?
Yeah.
And then Jackson Ross, and I can never remember which foot he is. It's the one that he's a lot better at. They should let him use that foot. Is it the left foot?
I think it is the left foot.
Yeah, he is not, as Peyton would say, amphibious. He is left-footed. Landon says, I have my doubts. I think he might be right-footed, but I'll go back and watch.
He's A-footed.
Right. And do you know the amphibious reference?
I don't know.
Peyton's Places, he was talking about someone who was ambidextrous, and he called them amphibious.
Oh,
I don't know if he meant to. I don't know if there's more background to that joke, like if there's a layer I'm not aware of. But surely they would have edited it and corrected it. I don't know. But yeah, he called a guy.
Okay. I like that our punter is
an amphibian.
Resembles a frog.
There's other amphibians.
Yeah. Newt.
Sure.
What else?
I would assume
salamander.
Salamanders are. I would assume. I'm not sure.
Yeah. What else is an amphibian?
I don't like that you asked this.
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares?
This is
all right.
If I could remember who my 7th grade biology teacher is, I would tell you to get on her.
Oh, okay.
What?
Caller? I didn't know.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Just like it's her fault, not mine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You were right about a frog and a newt. Eastern newt came up first. Mexican burrowing word I can never pronounce is on this first list that I pulled up on Wikipedia.
Platypus, is that an amphibian?
A platypus is no.
Is it a duck? Is it a bird?
It's a specific. What is it?
I don't know.
It's an egg-laying mammal. It's a mammal, but it lays eggs. That's what makes it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little tweener. That's what that is.
They call them.
All right. What's your number 8?
Really, my number 7. It's the quarterback position right now.
Okay.
So many.
Do you have specialists at 8?
No, I haven't one. Did you not just hear my whole thoroughbred thing?
Oh, okay.
Dudes are dogs. I love what we return at the specialist.
So
if we had Boo Carter, by the way. So what did you split up? Did I just completely forget about football and miss one, or did you split up DBs?
No, I did DBs. Tight ends, running backs, linebackers, O-line, wide receivers, quarterbacks. D-line?
I did lump tight ends and wide receivers together.
Oh, okay.
I did lump them together. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I did not. In my reasoning, there's mentions of tight ends, but I didn't write it down. I lumped them together.
Okay. Cool. So you have quarterbacks last.
So I do have I have quarterbacks as last right now, and I don't think that's like a huge knock. It's just the most unanswered questions is at the quarterback position.
Yeah, they could very well be last.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think they're going to be 1 or 2.
I don't think there's a shot they're going to be our best position group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know.
Be sick.
Go ahead and just put nega ball above me. That's fine. It would be amazing. I'll get if they are the best position group. If we sit down and grade them at the end of the year and they're the best position group, I will get a Joey Aguilar or a Jake Merklinger or a George McIntyre jersey. I will pay obscene amounts of money for it. Doesn't matter what we can finish 5-5 or 5-5. That's not high school. That's high school football.
Yeah,
5-7. And I will do it if they're the best position group.
Okay.
They could still suck. They just got to be better than the rest.
Yeah. I got quarterbacks as last. My next one is going to be wide receivers.
Okay. Interesting.
I think a lot of what we said at quarterback, there's just so many unknowns that I mean, this could be one of your better ones. I feel like if everything works out, there is talent. I just think it's unproven talent, and I don't know, just more unknowns. I do think there's less unknowns in quarterback, but I kind of like the other positions better right now, and that's my only real reasoning that I have them this low is I think everything above them is more proven.
Okay.
And I didn't lump them in with tight ends, so I'm not counting that.
Sure. Yeah, tight ends I would think would be higher. So
yeah.
I actually have running backs as my next group.
Okay.
I think it's a lot of young, not unproven because like they've had their moments, and I really like both of them individually. I don't know how they'll do. The two who we're going to assume is 1 and 2, and Deshaun Bishop and Peyton Lewis. I like them individually. I don't know how they'll do as a tandem. Like I don't know what that'll look like. I don't know if that provides any advantage having like both of them. And it's just I think they're very similar in a lot of ways. Deshaun Bishop's healthy. That does probably mean he's going to carry a lot of speed with him, which will help the tandem. But how healthy will he be? Can he sustain it for 12 or 10 or 9 games? Like I don't know what that looks like. I do think Star Thomas can be impactful and a boost to the room, but
yeah, he's kind of an X factor for me. He was really.
But like, how does he fit in? Like
that's the thing. I don't really know. I think if you didn't have Peyton Lewis and Deshaun Bishop, I think that would be a huge addition. But I
absolutely
don't really know.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that could answer the question of Deshaun's not healthy. Well, you do have Star Thomas, but again, I think they all line up really, really similarly, which could be a positive that like you're kind of getting the same guy in the backfield each time. But you also don't like add anything interesting when another guy comes in the game, which Tennessee hadn't necessarily had that all along. Jabari and Jalen Wright were really similar. Dylan Sampson was a little bit of a quicker back, but he also had a lot of similarities. Like they ran and a lot of that's just Josh Heupel's system too. Like they're playing in the same system. But yeah, this is another group that I think could, at the end of the year, like I could see him being a couple spots higher for sure. It kind of goes into the unknown of it. Like I said, I think if I ranked them individually, not as a group, I think Peyton Lewis and Deshaun Bishop would fall quite a bit higher for me. It's just as a group, like I don't know what that's going to look like.
Yeah. What's your next one?
And my next one, I had these two. I could flip flop these. I think offensive line. I think it's a lot. I think there's a lot's probably a strong word. I think there's talent there. You obviously have a young 5-star in David Sanders Jr. That's going to be positive. I think it's tough to replace Cooper Mays. Kind of curious how that transition goes, but I think it could be a stronger, but a lot of familiar faces. And then I think you added some guys too that can be really, really helpful. And I love Sam Pendleton. Like he's an all-star in my book right now.
100%. Yeah, he's our Xander for football season.
Yeah,
he's our guy.
Yeah.
I went O-line as well. I just think that there's question marks, but I definitely think this group can be a lot better.
And O-line's who's your 7?
7th was wide
receivers,
receivers.
and now O-line. Okay, O-line's
Yeah.
okay.
I just think that there's a lot of turnover. You mentioned Cooper Mays. Like, that is a really important position in this offense, and I think it's your biggest unknown on the offensive line. Like, you know who everybody else is going to be. You don't really know who your center is. And if you don't know who your center is, then you don't really know who your left guard's going to be, because I think that's dependent on who the center is.
Sure.
So really, like, is that going to be Pendleton? Is that going to be Satterwhite and Pendleton moves to guard? We'll see. I think Lance Hurd should be a lot better. I think he probably, he dealt with an injury last offseason, so he was super out of shape when we started, and then, figured it out. I think he got better as later on in the year. I'm interested to see kind of how his offseason was. He's a guy that we haven't heard a lot about, and maybe it's a guy that's just like, hey, just go about your business and get better. And because I think that was last year we're talking that was the biggest transfer portal addition we got, was Lance Hurd.
Yeah.
And looking at the production, maybe you're least productive.
Probably, up there. Yeah.
Out of some of those. So, that was a tough year. Hopefully he learned from that, took his lumps, and he'll come back this year a lot better. But I think they done well in the transfer portal. I just kind of like the same thing with wide receivers. I just like the other groups ahead of them better. I think they're more proven.
Yeah.
5, I got linebackers.
Whoa. Okay.
I like this group. I think that they kind of were set up well last year when we started with Keenan Peely, and then they kind of all just got thrown into the fire a little bit, especially like T-Lander and Carter. They went from I'm going to get playing time sparingly, and to you're in there every single down. So,
yeah.
I think this could be a good group. I like the freshmen. I like Edwin Spillman, but we didn't see a lot of him last year. Kind of dealt with an injury, played a little bit in Oklahoma at the Oklahoma game and sparingly throughout the season. I think they like him. I just need to see a little bit more from them, especially over the middle passes. That has to be better than it was last year.
Sure. My next one is wide receivers. I've got them at 5. I don't think you're necessarily wrong with unknowns. I think they're production wise, there's quite a few unknowns. I think drop balls have to improve, for one. But I think there's a ton of athletes in this group. I liked that Boo Carter is going to be a part of this offense if he's on the team. I think that adds a nice wrinkle to it. I did lump the tight ends in this. I like Miles Kitselman. I like Ethan Davis. I think there's a lot of good pass catchers on this team. Will that result in good play? Obviously, that's to be determined. But I think there are some. I don't want to call it unknowns from my perspective, but some question marks of can they kind of rise to this occasion? Because I just think there's a lot of talent, and I think the most speed as a group is this group. If you look at all, let's call them 4 if you're considering Boot Carter, maybe 5 if you want to consider Travis Smith Jr. in that, and then when you look at the tight ends as well, athletically, I think this is probably your fastest group. Obviously, you have Velus Jones, you had Jalen Hyatt, Dante Thornton when he was healthy. There's been guys that are probably would be the fastest on this group, but as a whole, I think this is probably your fastest. Yeah,
super athletic, and I think that's what you wanted during this offseason is, you wanted that group to be more athletic.
Yeah.
You wanted them to be able to break tackles and, beat people off the line of scrimmage. And that's something Tennessee lacked a little bit last year. No offense to Squirrel and Brew. And I don't think Brazel had quite the year we thought he was going to have. So I think there's a ton to like about this group.
And Brazel still made some freak athletic plays, some that didn't result in a catch. But, I mean,
yeah.
No, he's a freak of an athlete if he can just carry it over to football.
Yeah, and they've recruited well at that position. Like Mike Matthews, Travis Smith was a good one. Nathan Lakoff was a good recruit when we got him. I mean, it didn't pan out. Rodarius Jackson's going to be, I think, really good for Tennessee. Braylon Staley was
Amari Jefferson. I don't know what his health is. But that's a good addition.
Yeah, I don't know how much he contributes this year, to be honest, but we'll see. I mean, you want him out of high school, so
a lot of the guys. I mean, I don't know how much Travis Smith Jr. and Rodarius Jackson are going to play or be impactful this year, but I think they're good. I think when you look at like if guys go down like at any position group, I'm going to look at wide receivers. If a guy goes down, I'm like, okay, let's not bow our head out yet. Let's see what this.
Or I think there's more quality bodies where if somebody isn't getting the job done, there's somebody right there to be able to take a spot. Whereas last year, like, no offense to, Caleb Webb and Chaz Nimrod, but those weren't quality bodies behind, Brew and Squirrel and all those other guys. So,
yeah.
What's your number 4?
I've got DBs, and I really like this group. I do think now, especially, like there's questions. There is some unknown, like if Boo Carter isn't there, what does that star position look like exactly? Like after as Jordan Thomas, I would think it's a safe assumption he's your starter. Boo Carter's gone behind him. What does that look like? Let's find out, I guess. I really like Ricky Gibson. What does Jamal McCoy's health look like? Assuming it's Colton Hood. If it's not Jamal McCoy, again, what do they bring to the table? I like Andre Turntime, Idris Farouk. We talked about him, I think, last episode. Like I think there should be a lot of excitement, probably more excitement around him than there is. I think the DBs have potential to be a good group, but definitely some questions to be answered for sure. I don't want to call them unknowns because I don't think they're exactly unknowns. I just think they've got to rise to the occasion too. Good group.
Yeah. My 4th is going to be running backs. I like Deshaun Bishop. I like what you have in Peyton Lewis. I think adding Star Thomas gives you just something extra. Like I think he could be potentially your number 1 back. Do I think he's going to be? Probably not, but I think he is that capability to be that. And I think
it'd be great if he is. I think that means because I think these other 2 guys are good. Like that's him.
Yeah.
Being a stud.
But I think it also pushes getting Star Thomas pushes Deshaun Bishop and Peyton Lewis.
I just mean like if they're your starters, that's 2 quality. If they're one of them or your starter, like they're 2 quality guys.
Yeah.
If Star Thomas is starting above them, like that just means you beat him out, in my opinion. Like I don't think it's a default or anything.
And Tennessee just runs the ball well. Like no matter who's back there, they're gonna run the football well. So I have them at number 4. There is some question marks. I like DeJuan Morris. I don't know how much he contributes this year, but if somebody was to go down like a Deshaun Bishop, I think he's a quality 3rd back that maybe gives you a little something different than the other 3 in terms of like catching the football out of the backfield and stuff like that. I think he's probably got the most. I think Peyton Lewis is going to be really good and just kind of an old school back, just downhill, fast. I think DeJuan Morris has that, can cut and take it to the house.
Sure.
Type guy. So, number 3, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'll address my point in a second.
Okay. Number 3, I have tight ends.
Okay.
Miles Kitselman, Ethan Davis, two guys returning. I think Ethan Davis, I hope this is finally his breakout season.
I want him to be the starter, the main guy.
He's got all the
week
potential
3.
in the world.
Yeah.
I do think Miles Kitselman is one of the best tight ends in the conference. He's not going to get the love because of his stats, but I think all around he is a great player for Tennessee.
I like Miles Kitselman a lot. I don't want that to be sound like a slight to him at all. I think he does. I think he's a great all around tight end. He blocks really well. He's in the right spots. He can get downfield and catch it. He's a good tight end, and I won't be upset if he is your tight end. Yeah. You're number one. I think Ethan Davis is a freak athlete. He's got a ton of talent. He's got to piece that together to be a good tight end in the SEC. And I want him to because he's a freak athlete. And like I say that I want him to be number one. I love 12 personnel. I want to see it. I want two guys in there. I want to see plenty of Miles Kitselman. Don't mishear me. I just would love to see Ethan Davis take the next step.
Yeah. I think this is probably in terms of turnover, I mean, this group, you just reload.
Sure.
It's pretty much the same group. I mean, you have some freshmen involved. You still have Cole Harrison, but you have Deshaun Brame, Jack Van Doorslayer, who had 3 touchdowns in the spring game. I don't know if that tells us anything or not, but I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there that we still remember that. So I'm going to go tight ends at number 3.
I like it. What I was going to say, I guess really just kind of move my groups up one because I was somewhat joking about the specialist. If you want to put him at number 1, that's fine too. But yeah. So really my 2-1, I'm going to say both because I kept them separated, but I lumped them together because I think it's just going to be a really, really strong front 7. I'm pumped about the front 7. I do have it D-line linebacker. So D-line number 1, linebackers number 2 separated.
Okay.
But I love
where would you put tight ends in all this if you were to put them in?
I would put tight ends. I would have them either 4 or 3 above DPs.
Okay.
So definitely 4 at the lowest, 3 probably.
Okay.
Above, flip-flop them in the DBs. But yeah, I love this front 7. Whoever your interior lineman, it's going to be Bryson Eason and you got Davion Hobbs, Jackson Moy. Love your guys coming off the edge and Tyree West, Dominic Bailey, whoever it is there, Tyree Weathersby. Then you got Joshua Joseph on the other end, Caleb Herring. I think you like Ford Ross.
Yeah.
You've talked about him a lot. And then I think when you look at the linebacking group, I think your critique of them in the pass game is about the only thing I'm like, man, if they get better at, they're going to be phenomenal. Everything else, I feel really confident in what they're going to do. But I mean, Arion Carter, he's going to be an all SEC linebacker. No doubt in my mind, in my opinion. I love Jeremiah Telander. I think freshman year, he kind of played with this reckless abandonment that, if you could contain it, man, he's going to put it all together. And I feel like you really started to last year when he got his feet held to the fire because of injuries. So I think he takes another jump. I like Edwin Spillman. I'm also trusting, and I don't want to speak for him. I'm kind of going off a little memory here. I think friend of the program, Chase Thomas, loves Edwin Spillman. And I do like him, but I'm going to kind of default to that and be like, yeah, I'm excited about Edwin Spillman there too.
Okay.
And we did see him make some plays. I think the front 7 is going to be just fine. I think they're going to be you lost a lot, and I think you reloaded a lot. And it's going to be another year where you're looking at this defense going, Tim Banks knows what he's doing. If you get frustrated with him, just go ahead and load up for the apology tour because it's coming.
Yeah. I just kind of had this thought of as we were ranking these, I mean, offense is at the bottom, defense at the top. And a lot of that has to do with what you have returning, what you kind of already know about guys. And I think the defense has done a ton better job of playing young guys when they need to. So you have some sort of I know what that guy can give me in a pinch.
Sure.
And I think the offense needs to do a better job of that, because then you're not so much in a question mark of what a guy can give you going into the next season, because you kind of already know. Even though Edwin Spillman didn't play a ton, he played enough where you're like, okay, like he was out there during an Oklahoma game that turned out to be pretty close.
Right.
That means they have some trust in him.
Yeah, which like defense, it's easier to rotate, natural, like it's different packages for different situations. And I think really the only place Tennessee fails to do a good job of playing young guys is at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the offensive line, I mean, because of injury, they're forced to a lot. And I think the Lance Hurd leash, how long it was last year, kind of blew my mind, because we've seen him flip-flop guys when it's not working. So that's an interesting one. And then running back, like, it doesn't matter how hot your hand is. Like, you're coming out the next drive, brother.
Yeah.
They
rotated at running back. Yeah. So that's probably why running backs are a little higher on my list. Just because you kind of know a little bit more of what's coming back, whereas wide receiver, you don't, because we didn't get to see enough of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley should have played more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Given with all the issues you had at wide receiver, those guys should have got more run. Yeah. Should have got more run.
Absolutely.
Number 2 for me was going to be DBs. You return a lot. Jermod McCoy, like, I understand his health is a question, but if he's healthy, I really like the DBs. I like Idris Farouk. I think having a guy returning like Turrentine, I mean, does he kind of wow you? Is he a star? Not really, but I think he is. Tennessee's done a good job with returning guys and having a veteran presence back there. So I like Andre Turrentine. I like Ricky Gibson. I think he did really well last year. Excited to see him. You know, he got his NIL deal, so I'm excited to see him kind of have a money year.
Sure.
Boo Carter, obviously, like that's going to be huge. You know, if he's on the team, that's huge for Tennessee to have just that kind of playmaker play in space like that. And then Colton Hood is going to play a lot for Tennessee. Where that is, I don't know. Early, he's probably at corner. Maybe play some star. If Boo's playing a little bit of offense, he can fit in at star. Caleb Beasley's another guy that, I mean, he could be a starting safety. He can be a star. Can kind of play a ton for you. So I just think there's a ton of quality guys back there that I think you're going to have a really good 5.
Sure. I want to see this group produce more turnovers. That's like my only knock on this.
Yeah.
See ball, go get ball, everyone. And they did it. They did a fine job, especially in the front end of the year. And I mean, throughout the entire year, I think they did okay. I feel like they had a lot of opportunities, didn't necessarily capitalize on taking the ball away. They were in good positions a lot.
I would be interested to see what their – I don't have it in front of me, but what their interception numbers were compared to like 2023, 2022.
Sure.
Because, I mean, that Jermod McCoy had a ton. Will Brooks had a ton. I
think they both had 3.
3? Okay.
Does that sound right? Just off the top of your head?
Yeah, that sounds right. I know Brooks had one in Kentucky. He had Alabama, and then he had NC State.
And then I think Jermod stole one from him that I'm going to go out on. I'm not even going to go out. He was going to score another. He was going to have another pick 6. Or no, he didn't get the pick 6 against NC State. Did he have a pick 6 though? I thought he did.
Will Brooks had one against NC State. Yeah.
Why did I think he got? What game did he get hot? Kentucky?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then Jermod had one at Alabama, Vanderbilt. What was the other one?
So they had 12 last year, which is more than I would have said off the top of my head. And Brooks and McCoy each had 4.
Okay.
And Will Brooks, just so we can go back to this real quick, you did hate on his speed. I want you to guess his yards, his interception yards.
Oh, I'm sure it was a ton.
Yeah, because that one against NC State ended up being like a 80.
It was like 80 yards.
Yeah.
And then Kentucky was pretty long too.
What do you think the total is for 4?
Let's do 170.
Wow, pretty good. I would not have guessed this, even like doing the math you just did. 152, average of 38 yards.
Okay. Good for
Whereas-
I was thinking the Alabama one, it didn't have any yards.
Yeah,
But
zero
Kentucky was
there.
long.
Where was his other one?
Maybe it was against
Let's pull up
another name team.
Let's pull up his game by game. Oh, I thought they had game by game.
Should be game log on like ESPN.
I use Sports Reference. Get out of here. That's the superior.
Oh.
There is a game log. Here it is. Sports Reference is a superior stat website. That's not up for debate.
I think it's an easier website to navigate. ESPN is.
Oh, I firmly disagree, especially when you're looking at guys who
It's not
played in the
pleasing to look at either. Sports Reference, I don't think so.
But especially when you're talking about guys who play like in the NFL and college football, and you're trying to like jump back and forth the stats, Sports Reference is even more above and beyond better. That's crazy. I mean, I get ESPN. It is easy to go to that site. I think it's crazy that you don't think it's superior, or you think Sports Reference is lesser.
I mean, I think they have good stats. I don't prefer it.
I think it's way easier to consume too. His other interception was against Ohio State, so I see why we forgot.
Oh yeah, it was in the back of the end zone. That's right.
That was an easy game to block out of memory.
Yeah.
Arion Carter had one, by the way, and then Boo had one, I believe, against Mississippi State.
Okay. My number one position is going to be D-line. I mean, Rodney Garner, you kidding me?
Easy, yeah.
I mean, until he's not at Tennessee anymore, it's probably always going to be D-line number one going into the start of the season.
Yeah, that's easy.
Joshua Joseph's, man. I can't believe he came back. I thought for sure he was gone. But what do I know? Thank goodness.
Right. Hey, can you name your mods? Because I can't believe I couldn't name. We have 4. I can't. The one I don't think I've heard you name it, and I forgot about it, which is very upsetting. But can you think of 3 of his 4?
It's Vanderbilt, Alabama.
I can't believe I forgot the Vanderbilt one.
Who did we play first?
The other one I named because he stole it from Will Brooks. They were both in position to.
Was it NC State?
No, it was Oklahoma when they were both in position. I mean, Jackson Arnold threw it in both of their chests.
That's right. What was the 4th one?
UTEP.
Oh,
I don't remember that one.
yeah.
I'm trying to I don't really remember the UTEP game. I mean, 156-0. Not very memorable. But I'm just I can't recall that day at all. That's very weird.
Didn't Gaston Moore play a lot? And
I'm sure.
I remember a Nathan Laycock running down a play like they're going to have a pick 6, and he kept the shutout alive by running down the player. That's the only thing I remember about the game. I don't even know if that was the game, to be honest.
It's a 1 p.m. game.
Was that our blue game?
Maybe.
We were blue that day. Summit blue. I don't know.
Wow, I can't recall it.
Yeah.
Freaking
right.
Scotty Walton got wrecked. That's all I know. You know who I bet is a Scotty Walton fan? Austin White. He just seems like he would be.
Might be. We should ask him. All right, guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. I got the hat on. It feels like 98. You can go get yours today. Use promo code MORE for 15% off that first purchase. Again, MORE, 15% off that first purchase. Yeah, go get your hats. Great people over there. Do it. All right. Tennessee baseball. Still talking about baseball. It's July 24th. Still talking about baseball. Love it. Tennessee does return one of its starters from last year in outfielder Reese Chapman. He kind of surprising, didn't get drafted and heads back to Tennessee. I think that's a good get. I don't know exactly what it looks like in terms of, I mean, he's going to be in the rotation at somewhere. I think, and it's weird. I kind of thought Henry Ford was either going to be first base or right field, and now I'm like, Henry Ford's going to be somewhere in the lineup. So maybe Reese can move to, I think with his arm, you want him in right field, though. So I don't know where he plays. I just think you kind of figure it out. But numbers wise, you couldn't return everybody. And they do land Reese Chapman back. I think that's big. Brandon Arvidsson was another big one. He batted .273 this season. He started 64 games. He had 59 hits, 13 home runs, and 53 RBIs. Also, I think led the team with 73 strikeouts. So definitely something you want to, fix a little bit. But I think there's still a ton of upside with Reese Chapman, a really good defender. He's on SportsCenter like top 10 in one game. He had a walk-off home run against Florida, which was a run rule. It's still a walk-off. It still counts. And then robbed a home run at Arkansas. It was really good defensively. And, obviously was in the lineup for 2024 when you won a national championship. So I think you welcome him back with open arms. Dalton Bargo is headed to NC State. And I think that's just unfortunate due to numbers and him not getting drafted. I think in a perfect world, he gets drafted. He goes on to the next level and all is well. But, I mean, I just think that if you had to pick one, you're probably going with Reese Chapman because there is more upside. Dalton Bargo is kind of a utility guy, but isn't like a great defensive presence really anywhere. He batted .275 this year with 14 home runs and 40 RBIs. So it was really good in SEC play. At the end of the year, both of those guys kind of fell off a little bit, but it's just kind of unfortunate due to numbers that you're not able to keep Dalton Bargo. But I think if you were to pick one guy, and I think we already mentioned this on the show, you probably pick Reese Chapman.
Sure.
Yeah. I think there's more like, what you're going to get with Reese Chapman, Dalton Bargo. It's either really good or it's really bad.
It's very streaky.
Yeah. So, but yeah, big get. Tennessee did lose DJ Newman. He did sign after being drafted, I think, in the 14th round. So that's a loss. Tennessee wanted to get him on campus, but not super surprising either. And I think due to numbers, it probably helps them make a tough decision with somebody else at some point. So, yeah, Tennessee's sitting pretty, has a ton of competition everywhere in the lineup, every position, and you just kind of got to figure it out. That's the beauty about college baseball is like it could be a totally different lineup at the end of the season than it is the first because guys getting slumps, there's injuries, you need a ton of competition to see what you got and see kind of once SEC play gets here, see who your best 9 is.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, even at DH, there's still a ton of, like, Blake Grimmer could be DH. It could be Blaine Brown. It could be Levi Clark. I mean, even at DH where you're like, oh, the odd guy out will just DH. I mean, not really. So, I think you want to press to be on the field so you're not caught in that rotation at DH.
Yeah.
So,
big. I like getting Reese Chapman back. Big.
Yeah. Josie's on a vacation far away. That's his walkout song.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yep.
I thought maybe we were confused on who the artist was. A tribute to Ozzy Osbourne or something.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should.
Was he? I don't remember this. Was
know if
he
he
on the
came
field
out.
at a Tennessee game before their game when we played?
No, that was Jelly Roll.
Was that who it was?
I don't know.
No. So someone posted I think it was on Instagram, a video of a pregame when Nealon played War Pigs, and it said Ozzy Osbourne's on the field. I was like, I don't remember that being a thing, him being there.
Was like
And also-
another guy named Ozzy Osbourne.
That'd be sick. If my last name was Osbourne, I'm not a huge Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne fan, but I'd feel inclined to name him that.
Yeah.
But so someone commented on it because they just claimed it was him, but you could only see someone at midfield. You couldn't tell who it was. They were like, they had Ozzy Osbourne there and played a Black Sabbath song, and I just responded, yes, he was he was the lead singer of Black Sabbath. He sings War Pigs. That's Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know if he knew that or not. The way he said it, like, why would you play that song with Ozzy Osbourne there? So I don't know if he was confused or what, but
okay.
War Pigs, great song.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Ozzy Osbourne has a lot of high school college football tie-ins. War Pigs might be the most played highlight / promo / pregame song of all time. And then I've never been to a single high school football game, probably college football game either, where Crazy Train wasn't played.
Yeah. Yeah. Go.
Rip. He died, what, Tuesday?
Yeah. Also, Hulk Hogan
Then
today.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Hulkamania, man. Tough. All right. Some questions?
Yeah, what do you
Got any
got?
questions? If you got any questions in the chat, go ahead and drop those in now. First one I got was were you guys surprised with the Boo Carter rumors going around?
No. I mean, yes, and know that was occurring. Yes, how it happened, timing of it didn't really make sense in that way. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I just think you can't really be surprised by any of this stuff anymore. Like, there's so much money being thrown around that, I mean, it's always going to be an issue. So, I mean, at this point, I'm talking hey, let's have less windows. But now I'm thinking we almost need more portal windows because, I mean, guys can just leave whenever. And then it puts you in a hole. Like, if Nico would have left in December, Tennessee would have got a really good quarterback, I'm sure.
More than likely.
And I'm not trying to crap on Joey Aguilar. It was just kind of you play the hand you're dealt, and that's what happened. So, yeah, not really surprised by anything anymore. That's just college football, or I guess college athletics now, not just college football. I mean, we had a basketball player leave in the middle of the year when we were ranked number 1. So
I kind of forgot that happened with all the transfer portal this offseason that occurred. I forgot there was transfer portal in season.
Yeah. You just never know. Somebody asked, is Syracuse really that bad? That line is crazy.
Good question. I don't know.
I mean, I think they lost a lot of guys off that team that was pretty good last year. And, I mean, they don't recruit well. And, I mean, it's not like anybody's just dying to get up there for the transfer portal. I mean, they were kind of in the same boat. They got the backup from Notre Dame. I forget his name, but Tennessee was linked to him as well. So it's not like they just got this all-world quarterback. I mean, I don't know. I think the line is pretty crazy too, but maybe it just says how bad Syracuse is expected to be in the ACC. So
sure. Monty said, "Did you guys realize that Texas reported Arch Manning getting $6.8 million this year?" He's a Manning. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even to front that bill. His name alone is worth that much. So,
Yeah. Whatever. He was all over. I think he's a Viore clothing athlete. Have you ever worn Viore?
I don't think so.
I get their shorts. Their shorts are very comfortable.
Okay. Viore? How do you spell that?
Viore, buddy. I don't know. I just start typing in the search bar, and Safari knows what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I think it's VUORI, I believe. You've probably seen me wear one of them. It's those red shorts I wear with like it's got a V in the bottom left corner. Probably the only pair of red shorts I have.
Okay. Red shorts with a V on it. Gotcha.
Yeah, right in the crotch. Yeah, I haven't. I'm sure they make other good clothing, but I think I found out he was there. He was a Viore athlete because I think he is on. Maybe it's on Viore. I saw him somewhere, but he's not on the main page right now. Oh, you just got to scroll down a little bit. No, that's not him. I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't Viore. Okay. Anyways.
Any stupidities?
He is a Viore athlete. I tried to Google it. Oh, Livy Dunn. There you go, Landon.
Oh.
Knew you'd love Viore.
Okay.
What?
What does that have to do with anything?
You like Livy Dunn? You love what she did for women's gymnastics.
Do I?
You tell me all the time that she brought Oz to the sport. Like you started watching LSU gymnastics, started keeping up with stats and tumbles and twists and turns. Gymnastics has a lot of those.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
I'm not surprised because I keep up with it.
Yeah, but you would be if you did. It has a lot of twists and turns and jumps and cuts. And, I don't know if this is a stupidity, but I don't know how to frame it, and I want to share it. I know my camera is going to be really dumb. Will you look at that picture, Landon? What does that look like to you?
Is that Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested?
That is Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested.
That's awesome. What do you do?
It's real. It's not clear if it was Chucky acting or if it was the person within Chucky acting. Like it's not clear who did wrong. There was a credit card stolen, and I'm not sure if it was the rat or if the guy inside the rat is in fact a rat. Like I don't know, but
did the rat out the guy inside?
Possibly. What I love, and we as big mascot guys, we need to get this police officer on the show and talk about how he respected the sanctity of mascots and did not. He perp walked him with the head on. He wasn't going to let the little kids see that head come off.
They did. I saw.
He was like, he's like, I'm going to arrest you because you stole a credit card, but we'll perp walk Chucky if we need to. That's fine.
They took it off as soon as he came out the door. I saw a picture right before we got on.
Did he?
Yeah.
But hey, kids didn't see it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Respect.
Respected mascot. I love it.
Yep. Mine is Dylan Raiola. They asked him, and I know what he's meaning, but like answering the question how he answered it is. I want you to be the judge of this. So he was asked who he would love to see at a Nebraska game. And he said Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Okay. What was the question again?
Who he would like to see at a Nebraska game.
Okay. But is this a question like if you could eat dinner with anyone in history, dead or alive? Is it like
maybe it just like when it was asked and it was answered, I was like, does he know?
That's depending on how the question was framed, I'm gonna go with that's
I just
too,
thought
too soon. Too soon.
Yeah. And then your boy, Kirk Signetti, he's back. He said he's I can't even talk. Adopting an SEC scheduling philosophy. His non-league games in 2025 are Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, 2026 Colorado State, Western Kentucky, 2027 Kennesaw State, Indiana State, UMass, 2028 Austin P, Eastern Michigan, 2029 Ball State, Eastern Illinois, and Western Kentucky.
Agree or disagree with Kurt Signetti's scheduling so far? Is he wrong in the statement he made?
I mean, yeah. An SEC philosophy?
Dude, there's a game in November that every SEC team plays, Southeast Missouri State.
Well, I understand that, but he can't schedule one opponent, one decent opponent. I mean, I wouldn't say Virginia and Syracuse is decent at all, but he just canceled it. He paid Virginia $500,000 to cancel a series with them.
I don't think he's inherently wrong. Is he going a little overboard than most SEC schools do? Sure. But I think he's doing it in a funny way, addressing what I view as an aspect of college football scheduling that makes the game lesser.
Yeah, I just want him to play somebody. I mean, you're not going to get respect from me saying like,
you would respect him no matter what. He's a coach of Indiana.
That's true. That's true.
So what is
he sucks.
Let him get his.
He's peaked.
Here we go. We'll be sitting in a freaking lawn chair on the Tennessee River in October.
I mean, he's coming.
Look at their schedule. Who cares? They're undefeated. Look who they play.
Well, it'd be one thing if he wasn't, but like he's openly he's just always in the news, just talking. I wish he would just shut up and just play.
To be fair, these aren't press conferences where the only thing he's supposed to do is talk. He's not.
But he's coming at the SEC when we all know what you do, and it's not like the Big 12 is just this gauntlet schedule. Anyway, and then he does this, or Big 10, whatever. He doesn't know because he's still scheduling like he was at James Madison. I don't like him. I hate Shane Beamer and Drinkwitz worse, but Signetti is teetering that line.
That's insane.
He's teetering it.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's annoying. That's all I got for stupidity.
I think you're letting the media drive your opinions on him. Like, for the same reasons I kind of hate LeBron. I don't hate LeBron. I dislike LeBron. I recognize it's mostly the way media has covered him. It's not necessarily LeBron.
Yeah, if he did that stuff and it wasn't on my timeline, sure. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I also I
think you need to, like I've done with LeBron, to step back and just enjoy the greatness and like let it be what it is.
If he wins the national championship, I'll respect it.
That cannot be the threshold at Indiana.
Okay, how about
you can't in the same sentence talk about how awful
he makes a conference title. How about that?
Sure.
Make a conference
title.
He's
in year 2, so
okay.
I also think he's done a lot of things. This is actually out that you're just completely negating and is unfair, but that's fine.
I have one other stupidity. It's I don't remember where this was. It was on, I think, one of our tweets of some sort. Somebody said, I still think Butch Jones got axed too quickly. Very unpopular opinion, I know.
Was that in reply to your tweet or more important issues?
I think it was mine.
I saw that and I just scrolled down. I was like, I don't have the time for this.
What? The man lost to Vanderbilt.
In a year, we could have gone to the Sugar Bowl. Not just like a year we suck. A year we could have gone to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
And to
South Carolina.
No, to it wasn't even to James Franklin. It was to Stanford guy, not the good Stanford guy, Mason.
Derek Mason.
Derek Mason.
Yeah, and then he hugged him at midfield,
Kissed him
on the neck. Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I don't even really know how to address that. I'm just, I can't believe somebody tweeted and put send on that.
You think there's a chance? I think there's a chance that it's Butch. We found Butch Jones' burner account.
The Orangewood.
I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it. Everyone have a good weekend. Log off online. Don't get obsessed with Boo Carter and other things that the timeline's going to be filled with. Log off. Enjoy this weather as much as you can because you all love it. Yeah, can't wait for summer. So enjoy it.
Yep.
Can you come down to my level and say this heat is absurd? It has been like 6 weeks of just sustained.
Oh yeah, it's been tough.
Sweat.
Yeah.
This is the worst of the worst summer. Like I recognize when I'm like, "Ooh, everyone should hate it." This is the worst of the worst. I don't think it can get worse than this.
Yeah, it is nice having like a pool where you can kind of be out and it's not miserable, but
even
still,
then,
it's
you're
still
right.
miserable.
But even then, there's times of the day. Like today, it was late. It was like between 3 and 5, where it was just too hot to be outside.
Yeah, the humidity is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy. But all right, guys, thank y'all again for listening. If you haven't got a chance, go check out our interview with Tennessee transfer left-handed pitcher Mark Hindy. Really good stuff from him. Excited to get him on campus, but go check that out if you haven't already. And we're bringing the boat in, and we out.